Big Boar Barbecue presents Seven Rivers Racing on KQEG TV with Dan the Voice Dykman, Billy Doc Niles, and Paul the Statman Riker. Brought to you by Big Boar Barbecue, Highway 16 West Salem, in La Crosse on 3rd Street downtown and George and Gillette Street. Big Boar Barbecue, now that's a mouthful. By Carey Heating and Air Conditioning, your residential specialist, serving the La Crosse area since 1929. Carey Heating and Air Conditioning.
Hi folks, welcome in. KQEG TV's Seven Rivers Racing brought to you by Big Boar Barbecue with an audience out here this afternoon as Billy and I get ready to kick off the 50th, not the 47th, 48th, 51st, the 50th annual Oktoberfest Race Weekend. Billy Doc Niles, Kevin Ramsell, former ARCA Midwest Tour longtime rider. Here. He's going to fill in for the Penguin. He's going to be the voice with me this weekend when Billy is in the pits. Of course, Eric Hedefeld and Marty Gallagher are going to be taking things over on Saturday and Sunday. Got to like the 50th annual look that we've got here. I don't know if Jesse can get a shot of the new board over there. Kevin, the Grassroots Racing Tour, something new to Fest. That kind of surprised me when I saw that.
It's not something new to Fest, but something new for NASCAR this year, starting with their partnership with NBC. What's really nice this year is that NBC, during their NASCAR coverages, are showing off a bunch of different short tracks across the United States. I know when they're at Road America a few weeks ago, they did a nice feature on Master National Speedway. When they're up at, I think they went Elko, Minnesota.
I think they were at Elko, Minnesota. Any Elko fans back there?
Elko fans back here, yeah.
And that's what I thought. Yeah, some really good coverages here.
Exactly, and Hickory Mill Speedway. And you know what? I think everybody in short track racing will say it's well overdue.
Billy, you and I have talked about that for a long time on the radio show.
It's in my opinion, it's about damn time. You know, they want the new stars coming from this area, but they didn't want to promote them for so long. Now I think this is just a brilliant idea, and like you said, what NBC does every week. We saw Elko Speedway on TV last week, which was really cool, and you know, they're doing this every week and finally promoting short track racing.
And we should mention, too, that Elko Speedway is a home of their Wayland National Series champion this year, too.
That's right, Jacob Gady. We're going to have Jacob on the live show here on Saturday. He's going to try to creep in here as we do TV and radio live. I want to thank Carey Heating and Air Conditioning, sponsor for the program, as well as Big Boar Barbecue. We're going to be trying to hopefully get some tasty treats this weekend. Again, we're going to be right back here on Saturday for the live show. The stars of yesterday and today are going to be coming up to the stage as we normally have. We do have pizza and wings this year again.
I'll be back this year for that.
It was part of his contractual obligations was food.
Also coming up on today's show, we got a couple of Elko Speedway track champions joining us in Nick Oxborough and Conrad Jorgenson. Going to talk about their seasons. We got our buddies, the Big Boys Club, Boone's Farmia, if you would. Going to be talking about the family aspect of racing like they do every year, and we got a full show here today.
So we're going to help you kick things off. You need to get the brochure, the program, when you get in here. You can also find it at OktoberfestRaceWeekend.com that Kevin's going to be posting a lot of stories on throughout the weekend. And boys and girls, well, we're going to get things started Thursday night this year to help the 50th annual, and we're going to crown 8 lacrosse champions.
Yeah, that big one, of course, Steve Carlson and Nick Beninsky just 5 points apart. That one's going to go off. Sportsman coming down to 3 drivers. It's going to be a little bit tougher for the 50 and the 03 to catch that 97, but you know it's going to be fun for them to watch. And of course, you got the hobby stocks. Their track champions are going to be qualified. Hornets, I think they're down to like 9 points between the top
6.
two.
We had lunch with Jimmy Brockman today.
Yep, street stocks are also going to be in action. And, of course, that world-famous double O where you run a lap on the big track and a lap on the little track, and there's chaos in front of the flagman. So a full Thursday night of programming.
Going to be a sentimental Thursday night as Steve Carlson tries to nail another track championship. Kevin, you and I talked about this a couple of months ago. Steve Carlson, fresh off of cancer surgery out of his intestines, and right now the question is, will he be able to race or not, because he's in that window of recovery.
Yeah, from what I understand, he has like a 6-week recovery period, and I believe this will be his 4th week recovery. So it's going to be iffy to see whether or not he shows up or not. We all know Steve, being the true driver he is, probably will show up. We'll go, we'll suffer through the pain and just to try and win the next track championship. Plus, we cannot forget, Super Late Miles will be on track tomorrow night, on the Thursday night, with the futures. And so some interesting new drivers we're going to see in the racing in their Super Late Miles for the first time, including the Midwest Truck Series current point leader.
Levon Vandergeest was out practicing in the Weinkauf machine earlier.
And also, when they dropped the green flag for the lacrosse late model feature, Don Thunder Turner will be the only driver to ever race in all 50 Oktoberfests and that's going to be pretty cool to honor him this weekend.
Of course, Friday night is going to be a special time as we assemble a bunch of drivers on the stage as we introduce folks to the Dick Trickle 99.
I think that's one of the neatest races of this year. It kind of takes after the Milk Bowl, which was ran this past weekend at Thunderbolt Speedway out in Bear, Vermont, where it's a 99-lap race, but it's broken into 3 33-lap segments. So it's not like a segment race like you see at NASCAR, because we give points, but the idea is you want to get the lowest number of points in those 3 segments to be the overall champion. And Johnny Sauter won it last year. Sadly, he won't be back this year because he's got to do a little truck racing down in Dover, but hopefully maybe come back for the weekend.
Alrighty, so that's just going to be Thursday and Friday. When we come back from a short break, we're going to let you know what's coming up on Saturday and, of course, the big 200-lapper on Sunday.
Also on Friday, you got the area sportsmen and the Midwest Trucks are going to crown their series champion.
Actually, their series champion will go down at the Devils Raceway Park.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Okay. And another change that we found out today, Mid-American Stock Car Series, which runs on Saturday, will not be crowning their champion here at Fest. They'll be crowning it at a Rockford Speedway on the 26th because of the rainout.
Yeah, they had National Short Track Championships. Was always a weekend before Oktoberfest, but last Sunday got rained out, so they got that rain date. And so Mid-American Stock Car Series, Greg Oliver told us, now I have to go back to Rockford, so Rockford will get that honor this year.
All righty, we're going to come back and give you a lot more what's happening at the 50th Annual Oktoberfest Race Weekend. Look at the memorable buttons they've got for sale this year.
We're all honorary
50th
Oktoberfest
Annual
masters.
hats. And you know, Billy, I actually bought my 3X and 4X sweatshirts early instead of
I got
losing
mine.
out on Sunday.
I got ahead this time.
They did. Billy actually got a 5 extra large this year. When we come back,
funny.
we're going to cross the river. We're going to talk some, well, what are they, power stocks? Power stocks, power strokes, something like that. Nick Oxborough is going to join us next on KQEG TV.
Want to keep your employees happy? Buy them all lunch. Hi, Jerry here at Big Boar Barbecue. We cater lunches all the time for businesses big and small, 10 to 500. We can handle it. Give us a call and we'll help you figure out a great menu. Let's face it, good people are hard to find, so we can help you keep the ones you got. My grandpa used to say, you want to keep someone happy? Feed them barbecue. Big Boar Barbecue, Highway 16 West Salem.
Just come on down for the best food in town at Big Boar Barbecue.
And online at BigBoarBBQ.com.
American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning is built to a higher standard, so you can focus on the problems in your life that actually matter.
Hey, Dave.
Like giving Jeff his ladder back before he takes it back. Or where to put the food when you both get the groceries. Or the doggy door that just became a raccoony door. Whatever you're worrying about, it won't be this. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Carey Heating and Air Conditioning, your 2018 American Standard Building a Higher Standard Award winner. Call Carey today for your free estimate.
Welcome back. KQEG TV's Severs Racing brought to you by Big Boar Barbecue at the 50th Annual running of the Oktoberfest Race Weekend. And every year, I think it's been at least 5 or 6 years now, that of course we celebrate the Wisconsin drivers. We do it on the show every single week, but we never have a chance to talk to our good friends from across the river, Elko Speedway. And former Shaka, any former Shakopee drivers here? Yeah.
Well, 2 for sure, it looks like. Maybe 3, yep.
Want to welcome in a guy that we talked about earlier this year when he was at the Tomasporta Speedway, and that would be Nick Oxborough, the 2019 Power Stock champion from Elko. How are you, brother?
Doing really well. How are you guys doing?
Doing good. Is the championship set in yet?
Yes. I'm happy. I'm excited. And I think Conrad, he can even agree with me. When you win more than one, it's better, right?
It's definitely better.
It's definitely better. 2's better than 1, right?
Yeah, and next to me is Conrad Jorgenson, the Thunder Car champion. Heck of a year, buddy, but sounded like it was a struggle to get to the finish.
Oh, I had the best year I've had ever winning a championship and wrecked my car the night before the end. A lot of work, got it all done. Got to thank my crew guys and my engine builder and everybody. We got things done and pulled it off.
You know, you have for years had one of the best lines ever when people ask you, why didn't you bring your car until you did bring your car? And that line used to be,
don't bring a race car to a party.
And then you brought the race car to a party, and what happened?
You don't bring a race car to a party unless you're going to win.
And
I kicked their ass. Yeah, we won.
So a lot of folks don't that concentrate on the show, watch what we do at Tomo, watch what we do at Cross Speedway. Kind of talk about your division at the Elko Speedway in the competition.
Oh, the competition is fierce. I mean, we got guys and gals that come every Saturday night, and they show up. You know, nobody's a slouch car. It's hard to pass. Everybody's you know, bringing their A game every weekend, and it's tough to come from the back and try to move forward. We had a lot. I want to say at least 11 different drivers win feature races this season.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Oh, yeah, exactly. And a lot of people have 4 wins, and I feel as if maybe we should have had a few more, but 83 car from Jorgenson Racing just is too quick. She, Conrad's daughter, she gave me a run for my money on the last night.
Congratulations, Nick. You just got the first bleep on our TV show.
Well, good. I'm glad to be the first on your TV station.
In comparison, your car compares to like lacrosse speedway, hobby stocks, or sportsman. Where does your class fit in between those two?
That's the tough part. So I've been coming over across the river here for the last few years, racing in what's Toma call them, hobby stocks, and then you got Wausau call them pure stocks, and the rules just aren't there. They're too far away. I mean, when I went to Wausau, I was racing thunder cars more, or sportsmen in a sense, and then go to Toma. Now they got more rules. They're just outclassing us. I think if we could bring all these cars closer together on the same kind of rule package, almost as if kind of how the Sportsman Series was.
Right.
I think there'd be a lot better racing amongst Elko, Toma, Wausau, Jefferson. I mean, I think we'd have a good car count.
You know, Conrad, let's talk about the competition in your class this year. It seems like when guys like Kane and Wolf drop off, there's always somebody stepping up to challenge the king here.
Yeah, we had Bryce Bloom this year. Him and I had a heck of a battle all summer long. He won 8 features, I won 10, and that's out of 25 of them. It's tough. Jeremy Wolf came back a few times, and he's right there with us, just like he always has been, and waiting for Brent to come back one of these days.
Are we holding our breath on that one, or is he actually going to come back?
Well, actually, rumor has it he's going to get into that new modified class they're going to have. Okay.
So that means the house is almost done, built, and he can put the family stuff
the
behind
house.
him
Yeah,
for a
the
while.
house is just about complete. Yeah, probably paid for too.
And of course, tough news for Oktoberfest this year is Jeremy Wolf will not have his machine down here. He was in kind of a nasty one at Rockford here a couple of weeks ago, piled up in turn 2.
Yeah, it looked like he kind of was doing his own thing, and I believe the guy on the bottom blew a right front tire. And as them guys are going in the one, they ended up washing up. And you know how they call Rockford, it's Rockford, so and stuff happens fast out there.
Okay, boys, as we do with all of our drivers, we only got about a minute and a half left here. Talk about some of the sponsors to help you get through the 2019 season.
For me, number one sponsor is Herman's Landscape Supplies. They came back this year, and Wes, the owner of the place, told me, he goes, well, you finally got the right sponsor back on to win another championship. Got Captain Black's Bar and Grill, has always been good. Havoc Race Engines. Dan Fredrickson Signs keeps my car looking good every week. Brothers Jorgenson Racing, they do a good job of getting it ready in a week so I can keep racing.
I hear the chuckle in the background here.
I think he knows the guy.
Merrick's Towing, they provided the flatbed to get my car home after that deal, and Extreme Powder Coating does all my powder coating stuff.
See, now that's a pro right there. When we're picturing where he's painting us a picture of his car on the back of a sponsor's record.
The only thing he didn't name was the record driver at the racetrack. Nick, who you got for 2019?
I have to thank Turfex with my brother, my dad, and girlfriend for helping me out every week. TZR Engineering built me the best race car engines you can buy. I also like to thank Tasha Wells Realty, Carpet King, and also want to thank One Choice Detailing for supporting us in this 2019 season championship.
A couple of champions from the Elko Speedway, great friends of the program, and when we come back, their other buddies will be back up here, and I think they got about 30 of them. We're going to hear from more Minnesota drivers and ex-drivers coming up next on KQEG TV.
You want barbecue, but she doesn't? What do? Hi, Jerry here at Big Boar Barbecue. We know not everyone wants barbecue. That's why we feature so much more, like our fried chicken, Philly steak sandwich, meatloaf, great burgers, salads, wraps, and more. So keep feasting the family, stop in and try something from our extensive menu. It's so much cheaper than a divorce. Big Boar and more, Highway 16 West Salem.
Just come on down for the best food in town at Big Boar Barbecue.
Yeah, it's a mouthful.
American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning is built to a higher standard, so you can focus on the problems in your life that actually matter.
Hey, Dave.
Like giving Jeff his ladder back before he takes it back. Or where to put the food when you both get the groceries. Or the doggy door that just became a raccoony door. Whatever you're worrying about, it won't be this. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Carey Heating and Air Conditioning, your 2018 American Standard Building a Higher Standard Award winner. Call Carey today for your free estimate.
Welcome back, Seven Racing, KQEG TV, brought to you by Big Boar Barbecue, here on the stage of the 50th Annual Oktoberfest Celebration. And, matter of fact, I'll be DJing the Champions Party right up here on Thursday. You know,
if you're watching Thursday night, come on out.
You know what we forgot to mention?
What do we?
Since I DJ here Thursday,
yes,
we forgot to mention the Pink Flamingo at Conrad Jorgenson on
Conrad.
Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
We forgot to mention the Pink Flamingo. We're very sorry.
It will be back, and I've got mud boots this year.
Well, I got mine too.
So I might be down there a little bit longer.
No excuse.
Got to continue on with the conversation. You guys have been, this is the Minnesota group, ex-figure 8 drivers from State Park Speedway. Introduce yourself,
State Park.
State Park. How about
Raceway
Park? Yeah, shocking me. And who are you, sir?
Todd Wilson.
Ma'am?
Too Hotty Scotty Westpahl.
Pablo John Lebens.
Now,
professional bowler Pablo John.
Yeah, I was going to say, for the second year in a row, we have to update our TV fans that Pablo handed you your Heine bowling Tuesday night.
I gave him a run in one game, and he smoked me the other two. Actually, he smoked me all three when you come down to it. But
second annual bowling part of our
second
fest
year in a
weekend
row, I
out
lost
here.
3 beers. Yes.
These guys have been on our TV show to help kick off Oktoberfest. What, at least 5-6 years now?
Probably about 6 years, I would guess, yeah.
Back when we used to do it over by the old horse barns.
I mean,
Now we're in the comfort this year.
They used to import Bronstead just for TV, then send him right back to the Twin Cities.
We didn't want him around then.
Again, welcome back to Fest, one of the biggest times for you guys of the year, all the racetracks you guys go to. You guys have been coming on here for a long time, pretty much in the same spot of the Fest grounds.
Just about. This is my 29th year coming down, so and it's the 29th year in a row we're raining again, so unfortunately, but yeah, it's really fun. We have a good time.
Scott, you've been down here quite a while as well.
Yeah, this will be my 17th straight year, and yeah, I'm getting sick of this rain stuff. But I mean, last time it stopped raining was when I had short hair, so it's been a while. It's been a while.
Pablo, how about you? You've been coming out a long time.
I think this is our 10th year.
And you got to see his new camper, man. We could fit the whole crowd in there. I think
we'll be in there.
He could have brought 10 more bowling balls.
Only if he has food.
He could have brought 10 more bowling balls than the 15 he brought last night.
Well, minus the
awning.
awning.
If I get a new awning, I'm taking donations that got wrecked the other night.
So, Todd, once again, we're back. Oktoberfest, as we talk every single year, like the creme de la creme for racing. It's nice to see all these drivers from different states be brought together because there is no Elko versus La Crosse versus Madison versus Rockford. This is just one big happy family for 4 days.
You know, it's really cool. Besides the Thursday night program, which is the points, I mean, most of it is the last time that a lot of these guys are going to run their cars. So they seem to put it in a little bit deeper into that corner and make that pass. It's just fun to be here.
You know, the other thing, Billy, is a good point when he brings up this may be the last time you see your favorite driver in that car. I mean, if you look at Levon Vandergeest, they're prepping him this weekend to run 3 nights in a row, not only in the Midwest Truck Series car, but then also the Super Late Model.
Oh, they're going to put him in Jay's car. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
he
was out testing last week.
Nice. You know what, Pablo, I watched you guys set up the other day, and, it's like the Minnesota corner down there with the Pink Flamingo. You guys race against each other, yet you're all big one happy family, it seems like.
Oh, yeah. When we used to race figure eights against each other, we could wreck on the track, and you get done. You got 10 guys over seeing what you need to help you get your car back on the track.
Scott, out of all the races coming up this weekend, what is the real big one that, whether it's La Crosse Thursday, different drivers Friday, Saturday, Sunday, what are you looking forward to this weekend?
I mean, I'm looking for it all. I mean, I like just racing in general. Thursday night is fun because you get the short track involved. I like watching the short track stuff. To be honest, I'm really looking for that crate race on Sunday to see what all the different cars that come out for that, and that looks pretty fun. And then of course the ARCA Midwest is going to be good.
Yeah, I think Oktoberfest. Oktoberfest on Sunday. We had Dave Truitt in the program here a couple of weeks ago. I talked to Frank Cryer when I was out here Monday night. Oktoberfest is the newest of divisions out here at the Speedway. Modified is not coming back. What do you expect to see in this?
I'm super excited to see it. I just learned about it about a week ago, and I thought, oh, that's awesome. I mean, let's see what. Hopefully, they can get them close. We're a truck against a Thunder car for us. So.
And here's the deal: the winner on Sunday not only gets a brand new crate motor and $1,000. That winner will draw from the other entries, and you could finish last place and still win a crate motor. Billy.
Pablo, would something like that draw you out of retirement?
No.
Was that you talking or your liver chiming?
He was looking at his wife when he said it.
Obviously, we talk family every single year. You guys have brought us into your family and vice versa here at the Lacrosse Speedway. What are some of the other observations you see in the campgrounds that you just can't wait to see every single year?
It's the same people that you park next to or far enough away from the Flamingo. We're within distance, but not too close,
Right.
But we met another guy. He's from Canada, I think they are.
Ernie.
Yeah, they're super nice. They came over, we're working on Scott's camper just before we left. So we'll get him over for rum chata pancakes tomorrow. We'll get it back.
Oh, I missed that last year.
Tomorrow morning.
Billy, we've got a date tomorrow morning.
Pancakes.
Rick, you got to come down for rum chata pancakes. Scotty. Now, we do have to introduce the rolling. This is the mayor of Boone's Farmia. Tuesday nights, we all get together, and it's just all of us and the Minnesota guys. Tuesday was kind of soured by the rain, though.
Yeah, the rain didn't help nothing. But on Friday in the Red Barn, we do Beer Olympics with about 8 different countries. We are from Boone's Farmia, and there's a few other ones. So
didn't you guys paint up blue a couple years ago?
Yeah, we were painted up. We got wigs. We got different stuff going. We got a couple new tricks this year, so it'll be good.
Billy, you got to judge that.
I don't think so.
Again, great guys. We're glad you're part of the program here for, I think, the 5th, 6th year in a row to help us kick Oktoberfest, and let's have a good time, huh?
I can't wait. Thanks for having us.
Scotty, thanks, man.
Hey, thank you,
Pablo,
man.
thanks for joining us, buddy.
Absolutely, thank you.
I'm going to talk more Oktoberfest 50th annual when we come back on KQEG TV.
Want to keep your employees happy? Buy them all lunch. Hi, Jerry here at Big Boar Barbecue. We cater lunches all the time for businesses big and small, 10 to 500. We can handle it. Give us a call and we'll help you figure out a great menu. Let's face it, good people are hard to find, so we can help you keep the ones you got. My grandpa used to say, you want to keep someone happy? Feed them barbecue. Big Boar Barbecue, Highway 16 West Salem.
Just come on down for the best food in town at Big Boar Barbecue.
And online at BigBoarBBQ.com.
Welcome back one more time. Simmers Racing KQEG TV brought to you by Big Boar Barbecue. A smattering of applause. I'm Dan Donker, Billy Doc Niles, Kevin Ramsell. Did want to show you, we've got some longtime sponsors of the program that are back out to Oktoberfest. This is their 25th year that they're going to be here at Oktoberfest. J&L Collectibles and theglasscover.com. They were elected to start making the championship mugs. I want to say, what's it been, about 3 years ago? The pictures that the drivers get. And I had to show you, Jamie and Peter made, again, Oktoberfest mugs. Only made 12 this year. Supporting the 50th annual. Got the Radio Man Dan there in the back.
Oh, look at you. Aren't you
special? Some of the other stuff that Peter does that we never get to show you on the radio. And Oktoberfest Saw. We got the Minnesota Wild. That is a picnic/beer holder.
You think one of these people back here would want them? They're Wild fans. I know.
I told them we
is.
would display this if it didn't have Vikings on it. Thank goodness. And then what Billy has, J&L Collectibles. Jamie, one of the biggest suppliers. He's out at the Lacrosse Speedway 4 or 5 times a year. Toma Sparta Speedway a couple of times. Got the Tom Majeski stuff out here as well. And it's really neat that Kevin Ramsell, soon enough, we're going to see Natalie Decker stuff out here, Derek Krause stuff. It's nice that we have a Minnesota company that helps support what we do with KQEG TV that comes out here and has been accepted. Now they're making stuff for Oktoberfest winners.
Yeah, it's really cool, too. And I know that when coming to Oktoberfest, it's all about the prestige of being here. But to have a nice souvenir like that to take home with you, you can't complain about it at all.
And I tell you what, having KQEG TV, Rick, you guys have been taping Oktoberfest races 10 years now? 12 years. Another staple of Oktoberfest being a part of the 50th annual KQEG TV is going to be not only, are we live qualifying again this year? No. Not going to be doing that, but we're going to be replaying the races all 4 nights. And, of course, we'll have some good glimpses.
We'll have a live broadcast, a radio show Plus, we're going to simulcast it on KQEG.com.
And the TV show goes to the end of the month, so we're going to have a lot of different things we're going to show people. Kevin, Saturday of Oktoberfest, you and I kind of relax a little bit on the mic as we bring in Eric Hienefeld and Marty Gallagher. Super late model Saturday.
Super late model Saturday and Big 8 Saturday as well, too, with the qualifying races for the ARCA Midwest Tours 200-lap Oktoberfest feature on Sunday. I'm glad that was not your mug.
I was scared there for a minute.
Yeah, I was going to thought that was your mug.
And then Midwest Dash Series and Mid-American Stock Cars.
One quick note about the ARCA Midwest Tour. They got a great championship battle coming this year. We got Austin Nason with a 1-point lead over who's it? What do you call him? What's his nickname?
Who?
Oh, my goodness
ultra
gracious.
fast. I wasn't listening because
he was
Jesse
talking
was
to the
studio
studio audience
dropping
over here.
the microphone here.
1 point advantage. Sunday, we start things off with the autograph session. We give away a lot of awards. Don Thunder Turner is going to be honored racing 50 years. The vintage cars are going to be back out. You get a lot more vintage cars coming out this year. Oktoberfest is also going to be out. And then the granddaddy of them all.
They got the Champions Reunion in Turn 1, and then the big one, the Oktoberfest 200. And that's where our Midwest Tour is going to settle their points winner, their champion.
And don't forget the JMAC 63 321 lap segment for the Big 8 cars as well. That's
Minnesota's Jacob Gady is the defending champion of that.
Exactly. So we got great 4 days of racing, 19 divisions. Pits are already full for practice day on Wednesday. This is going to be a great weekend of racing.
And again, you can follow along OktoberfestRaceWeekend.com. Kevin's going to have a lot of stories he's going to be posting up there, a lot of results also on our KQEG TV Summers Racing Facebook page. The Penguin Paul Reichert's going to be updating that as well. We're going to be back on stage on Saturday when we do the live program, both radio and TV. And we're going to invite people out because one of our radio sponsors is going to be bringing us pizza and wings. You had some of that last year.
You had most of it, but yeah, I had some of it. So yeah.
Show up late to my set and we'll see what happens. So Oktoberfest is here. I'm so honored to be a part of something like this. 50 years now. Bill, your roots go a lot longer than mine because you've been racing, out of 50 years, you raced how many fests? 30 some?
Well, you would say about 34. I think I sat out a couple, but and I've been coming to the Oktoberfest
since you were a kid.
I think the oldest one I remember is probably either Marzovka or Jerry the Bear McCare winning. So you're looking at the early 70s that I've been coming to the Oktoberfest. So. Yeah. Yes, I'm dating myself. Quit oohing and eyeing.
My first time was actually in 1993, and some young kid named Matt Kinseth won his second ARCO race at the Oktoberfest race.
Oh, that was the door banger with Joe Shear, wasn't it?
No, with Kenny Lund.
Oh, Kenny Lund.
Kenny Lund and him had a battle. That was 2 all-car cars.
And then was it the next year it was him and Shear banging doors?
I think it was him and Shear, and Shear got the best of him in that one because that's Kinseth's only time. There was rumors that he might pop up here, but believe it or not, I don't know if you guys know this, he was in Germany last week.
Kenseth was?
Kenseth was in Berlin, Germany last week. Him and his wife ran the Berlin Marathon last week over in Germany.
Nice. So the chances of him showing up are probably slim to none this weekend.
Yeah, so they're stuck with us. I'm sorry.
Well, we've got all these celebrities back here too, so that's all we need. We don't need Matt Kenseth. We've got you guys. That's exactly right.
Our audience for this show gets bigger every year.
I love it.
Yeah, we only had 2.
See, that's why we had to move it indoors. Next year, we're just going to have to do it on the racetrack again, like we used to in the Winter Circle. As a matter of fact, the first year we did it was Frank Cryer and the young Ty Majeski.
And Dalton Zier was also part of that group as well that first year as well, too. So imagine Dalton Zier won the championship last year in a great battle with Austin Nason. Austin Nason comes back to Fest nervous again this year because he's got another championship to go for as well.
All right, that's going to do it for the program. Again, I want to thank all of our guests for coming on. Kevin Ramsell is going to be cutting them. That's their parting prizes, just to say they were really a part of Oktoberfest this year with the saw.
They literally get a piece of Oktoberfest.
That's right. Take home some memories.
Hey, we got to thank our sponsors, Big Boar Barbecue, Carey Heating and Air Conditioning, Epic Media and Vinyl, and Back 40 Signs.
Fansarena.com. Fansarena.com. Shirts this year. We're going to have some hats to give away here at Fest as well. Coming up Saturday, the live show right here at noon. Thanks for joining us. This is KQEG TV.
You've been watching Seven Rivers Racing on KQEG TV with Dan the Voice Dyker, Billy Doc Niles, and Paul the Statman Reichert. Brought to you by Big Boar Barbecue, Highway 16 West Salem, in La Crosse on 3rd Street downtown and Jordan's Gillette Street. Big Boar Barbecue, now that's a mouthful. By Carey Heating and Air Conditioning, your residential specialist, serving the La Crosse area since 1929. Carey Heating and Air Conditioning. Thanks for watching Seven Rivers Racing on KQEG TV.